Tell you what. Tell me which background you prefer. We can go for the casting couch. We can jump on the moon. Can't really see the moon with it.
The whirlwind looked dope though.
Yeah, I like the
And then
world.
boom. All right, there we go.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
World.
All right, very impromptu show right now.
Yeah.
But we have the lovely Bad Kitty
Hi, kitty.
and Mr. Scotty P.
What up?
All right, so for those of you who don't know these guys, maybe I'll take some time and give a brief introduction about like how long you've been in the porn industry. So like your background, where you came from. Because I actually don't know where you even came from. Like I met you for the first time at AVN.
Yeah.
Really? That was the first time?
That was the first time
First
we
time
met.
we met? Yeah.
And even like I'd only briefly seen you on Twitter a few months, maybe a month or so before that.
Yeah.
You sort of came out of nowhere. And I'm curious where that nowhere was.
I don't know. I started in the industry on Chatterbait
Okay, that
in
makes
like
sense.
2000, the end of like 2017.
Yeah.
And then I didn't start shooting anything with like anybody probably for like a year. And then him and I met because he saw me shooting content, like just, I don't know what I can and can't say. What do you want me to not
You can say whatever you like.
Okay, so
You
he
can
saw me
swear.
taking
You can
two
swear.
big black dicks and
There we
one
go.
time.
That's how we do it.
I was
And
like, ooh,
he
who's
commented, he was like, ooh.
Who's that?
And then he was like, that's gonna be my girlfriend. So that was pretty dope. So I did that was like kind of like my breakthrough, was like this threesome with two dudes. And then I started shooting with him, and then probably this January I got booked with Reality Kings.
Yep.
So that was dope. Met Charles Darrell while I was on that, so shot with him for Tough Love, and then I just shot for Swallow.com this week.
Just now while you're in LA.
Just this week, just a couple days ago.
So you've only actually, like, the number of like professional porn scenes you've been booked for is probably like less than 10, right?
Yeah, less than 5.
So you're brand
Yeah.
spanking new.
Yeah.
Brand spanking new.
Yeah.
More content
the
than
mainstream,
scenes,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I've seen you shooting a fair bit of content.
Yeah, because I'm independent, free of agent, and just do my own thing.
Doing your own thing.
Yeah,
Did it right.
thanks. I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, they're
Doing
finding
great.
me, so
Well, exactly.
they're
That's
coming to me.
doing great.
What about you, Scotty? How long you been? You've been in like what, a year?
A year and a half, yeah. So I got into it, not this AVN, but the one last year was my first AVN.
Yep.
I wasn't signed. I had no scenes. But I actually been doing content, just my own personal content, for like 4 years. I was on Pornhub for a long time, and I was on this site called rude.com.
Rude.com.
Yeah, I don't think it's around.
I've never heard of
anymore.
that.
Yeah, it's like one of those ghetto websites. Like you just post you can put a price, you can post free videos, just like OnlyFans.
Huh.
And it was really lucrative. It was really good. And I started doing that in Pornhub, and then I'm like, let me go to AVN and see what's up. So I went to AVN, and it just changed. It changed my whole.
So
life.
you went to AVN, and is that when you met? Did you meet Mark there
No.
from our agent?
Only agents I met was Prince. I met Prince.
Oh, yeah.
From and I was trying to get signed with him.
At Silverback. Agency,
Silverback.
right?
I was really looking to sign with him. So I was hitting him up when I was at AVN, but I didn't meet Mark. I met Next Level agents too, but they weren't signing guys at the time. But now they are, I think. But yeah, so I was just meeting models, like just porn industry girls, and I shot a lot of content, and it just made me want to get an agent. But it took me a while. Like it took me to the summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like being independent?
I
Do you find that it's like, because you obviously make because this is what I find is that like girls who come from like webcam and then dip their toes kind of in like mainstream porn, it's really just like a signal boost for you for like your own like main income streams, which is like webcam and your OnlyFans and all this sort of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Is that kind of what you find?
I mean, I find that kind of, but I also feel that it's super beneficial to just kind of, like you said, signal boost, to like open up your reach and, be able to be on set and kind of see the ins and outs of the industry. So that, I take stuff back to like myself and, my studio at home and be like, this is what I learned on set. Like,
you copy what people are shooting. And,
or just like learning, different techniques.
Yeah, like we discussed before with
I'm learning. Yeah,
you learn a lot while you're on set and how to, different camera angles and how to shoot and pushing my own limits. Like Swallow really pushed my own limits, and I was like, damn, okay, like learn a lot about myself while I'm doing it.
All right, so really quickly, I want to touch on like your background, Scotty, because you used to be a professional dancer. I mean, you kind of still are.
Yeah, I'm kind of still got my feet in there.
A professional dancer.
I got like 1 foot still in the dance world, yeah. But I did it for. I've been doing it for 20 years.
Damn.
I moved to LA in 2005.
Alive, right?
Yeah, I moved to LA 2005. That's 15 years right there. So like,
Jesus.
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. So I used to, be like one of the guy, because my city is like really they had a lot of choreographers come out of there, so we were popular in that world. So when I came to LA, it was just like boom, start working.
So how in the hell did you go from backup dancing for people like Miley Cyrus,
right, Mariah Carey, Usher, yeah.
Okay,
you know what's funny?
to doing board.
You know what's funny though? Like I would meet industry girls through these artists that I was dancing for. Like,
okay, here we go.
I would work with people. I knew people who worked with certain artists. I met my first porn star through Neo. He's a real popular singer, and I met my first porn stars through him at one of his parties. And then from there, we just became friends. And I was already kind of doing content already. Like,
so these girls were like, so you'd go to parties with the people. Like with these celebrities.
With the celebrities, yeah.
And porn girls would be at these parties,
be there, yeah.
And then you'd sort of hit up with them and meet up with them.
We would be friends and would just hang out and just they love dancers, so it's like
well, the hoes are everywhere.
Yeah, so
damn right.
They were interested. They were more interested
everywhere.
that I was a dancer than I was of them being a porn star. It was like, oh my god, you dance! Like, wow.
Do you like? Have you been with any other guys who are dancers before?
No,
because I'm curious as to like, there's like a saying, right? Where like if a dude can dance, then he's like good in bed.
He can fuck.
Yeah, then he can fuck, right?
I mean, it's true. It is. So.
Well, it's definitely true with Scotty because he's professional at it. He's mastered two professions like that.
Both right professionally.
I'm just because I don't know if any other guy in the industry has like a background like that. I know there's dudes who used to be like boxers, professional athletes, like track and field guys in college. Like that's a really common thing, but I don't know any other guys who've done dancing.
Actually
that did dancing.
Yeah, I don't think they did it as professional level that I did, but they either taught class or they competed. And that's Chris Cock and I don't know if you know John. He lives in Vegas. But
I know of John.
He's an OG. He's not. I wouldn't say OG, but he's been in the game. John can dance too.
Well, there you go. All right, so there is like a correlation between being able to dance.
It's a little sprinkle
and being able to fuck.
Some talented people in the porn industry.
All right, so let's see that. I want to talk about the female side of what you just described, like as in porn chicks sliding into like rappers' DMs and stuff. Mm-hmm. For you, how often? Because you have an Instagram and everything like that.
Yeah.
How often are blue check marks sliding up in your DMs?
Probably like weekly.
Weekly, you get blue check marks.
Bi-weekly.
Like one a week.
Feeling lazy.
One a week?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably about one a week. It's been a minute, but.
Well, it's been slow with the COVID thing.
Yeah, it's been slow.
Wow, people aren't as thirsty during COVID.
I guess not.
I thought they'd be way more thirsty because they're getting less like. You
would think, but maybe they realize like, maybe I can't get her to fly out, or I don't know.
Okay, is it because I ask every girl who comes on the show this question, and I already am like 99% certain the kinds of guys that are sliding up in your DMs, but are they? Like NBA players, athletes, rappers, actors, like YouTube stars. What kind of celebrities are sliding up in your DMs?
I get them on YouTube stars, NBA, NFL, college players, like international players,
right?
Rappers, clothing designers.
Damn.
Yeah.
Because the what I've noticed is that girls who are like big booty. Like yourself, don't fucking act shocked. Like you,
I would never.
Like your entire brand, your entire brand isn't based off the fact that you have a giant booty. But I've noticed that, like NBA players in particular, will slide into your DMs.
Yeah.
And like, what is the craziest offer you've ever received from somebody?
They don't offer anything.
Really?
There's just like expectations.
They're like, I'm an athlete.
Yeah. Like,
you'll come over.
You're talking like a
Right.
regular person.
Right.
Like,
I have the #1, song in America right now. Like, come over and suck my dick. And I'm like, no.
What is your response?
I'm like, I honestly don't reply.
You just don't reply to
I just don't reply.
So here's
That's the best response. Is just don't reply.
This is an interesting thing.
Or just send your Cash App or your OnlyFans.
that part.
Right. So here's an interesting thing I found is that I was talking to Casey Warner yesterday. What day is today? It was yesterday.
Monday?
It's Monday. It was
Monday.
yesterday. I lose track of what fucking day it is.
Me too.
God damn it. So here is my question. Yeah.
Yeah.
High value dudes hitting up in the DMs. Absolutely.
But with none of this.
Exactly. So here's an interesting thing.
There's a lot of this.
Porn girls are like open and honest about the fact that they sleep around and that they sleep for money. Like it's we put it on the internet.
Yeah.
What the people who aren't honest are like these Instagram models, right? But what happens is like all these sort of rappers and celebrities are used to like these Instagram models fucking just for the clout.
Yeah.
Fucking just so they have a story so they can say, I hooked up with, I don't know, fucking whoever.
But for what? You saw, homegirl there, flew her out, didn't buy her a flight back. She's like sitting there crying. Like, this is what they're going to do. They're going to like, it's not
too many red flags.
I'm not even going to talk about the things that happen, but it's not worth it.
And it's funny because when I talk to porn chicks about it, they're wise to the game. They're like, I know what this motherfucker is going to do.
And we talk about it.
And you're all talking to each other.
Yeah. It's
exactly.
like homeboy A did X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
And, and he won't do this or this one wants this. It's like we all already know. By the time that we see the DM, we already know what your game is. Like, yeah.
So have you been sort of like pre-warned about certain celebrities by girls before?
Definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I don't name names obviously because I'll get sued into oblivion.
Right.
but what kind of bad reps have you heard of? Like,
well, there's like one person specifically. Everybody knows they want like pictures and like promo, and then they don't follow through, or it's like shady and whatever. You hear about like you get out there, your phone gets taken, you get taken for like a week, like you don't have any contact with anybody because they don't want you talking about where you are or who you're with.
That I've heard. So I heard that there's a particular NBA Hall of Fame player, an old guy who used to be on the LA Lakers.
Oh my!
Here in Hollywood, who has like a party house, and whenever NBA players come to LA, he organizes like parties for the groupies.
Oh wow!
All the NBA, all the like the in-town player, like the away team dudes have to do is rock up. He provides the chicks to turn up. He takes all their phones away, makes all the girls sign NDAs, and then they can have a fun time.
Which I get, like, protecting privacy, but when it's done in like a weird, like,
somebody don't
taken type way.
It's kind of like, so they're not telling you this beforehand.
Yeah.
It's like a bait and switch when you get there.
Yeah. And then it seems like kind of like captor-y. Yeah. Yeah. No.
Do you get any, have you ever had any of that experience from like, have you ever had a female celebrity slide in your DMs?
No way.
Neither have I.
No.
I feel like this is a one-sided street. It's fucking annoying.
I've only had a few females, like actresses that I've had conversations with, and it's just because I know them through other people. But
that's probably more through the dancing stuff then.
Yeah, because I'll meet them through a dancer or something, then they'll start following me on Instagram, and then we might talk on Instagram, but it never goes there yet.
Yeah.
We keep it interesting.
Yeah, mate. We're keeping everything in. This is a very impromptu.
And I don't slide in celebrities' DMs either.
Yeah, well, see, I don't do that.
I slid in one.
It's pointless.
Really?
And I got a reply.
What was your opening
line?
line?
It's easier for you.
Hell of a lot easier for you.
It was so cheesy. It was like, just saying. ...
That was it.
Yeah. Well, because I had tweeted something.
Such amazing chick game you've got.
It's
just
well, it's funny
smooth.
because I feel like people think that women don't pay for dick, and they do. So it's like I feel like you just don't see it as much. It's not like as common especially when it comes. I mean, because neither of you guys have had, ladies.
We haven't had a celebrity. Like I used to work as an escort back in Australia. So I had but it was like discretion was the name of the game. So I had but the women who were employing me were like business ladies.
Oh wow,
that's crazy. I had this Chinese millionaire was a client. It was
like the boyfriend experience.
Were you working
very
for
much
like
the boyfriend experience?
Yeah.
You were like working for a site or something?
No, I was independent and I advertised. I did all my own advertising and stuff.
In Australia,
It's legal in Australia.
Yeah.
So how would you advertise it?
There was a particular website at the time. It's probably still around. It was called Scarlet Blue.
That's crazy.
Which is where all like the high class escorts advertise, both the guys and the girls.
Oh wow!
And yeah, that's how clients would find me, and they'd hit me up for
That's
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I would obviously be a bit more kempt than I am right now.
I see your headshots. You fly them.
Look, when I want to, I dress up. Like right now, I'm just like fuck it.
Yeah, you
I'm chilling out in some shorts.
You can turn up.
But if I want to, I can fucking dress up. And you,
I see you dressed up.
Yeah, exactly.
You see this ATMLA shot?
Yeah.
I saw your butt and them.
We'll show you later. Don't worry about that. That's something I do get. I get complimented a lot whenever I take. If I'm wearing like my dress pants, like if I'm suited up. Here's the problem. I got them tailored like 3 years ago, and my butt has grown since then. So
it's really in there.
So it's really
booty holes around here today.
Really in there. So wherever I wear them on set, the first thing that the girls notice, they're like, "Damn, like
boy
you got a fucking booty on you."
I'm starting to get a lot. My ass is getting noticed a lot by females.
It's good, man.
Wow.
Well, here's the reason why. Here's the reason why chicks like a dude with an ass. It's because like it's an indication of your thrusting power, and she knows that. Like deep down, back inside the brain, she knows that. She knows that's why. But yeah, that was like you were saying, like the boyfriend experience was kind of what my clients would book for. So you take them out you'd go to like a nice dinner and like see a show, and then
events and stuff.
Yeah, and then you'd go back and spend some time in the hotel room together. It'd be like a massage and like some like it wasn't really. It's kind of the opposite of like porn because it was more like gentle, passionate lovemaking versus.
Have you ever had a client
versus turning a bitch out like we do in porn?
Have you ever had a client that wanted you to film it or let you film it?
I think I had very early on. Because I would see I'd have couples who booked me for like live cuckolding stuff, and I had one client who was like, "Can I film it?" And at that time, I said no.
Ooh.
But that was really, really early on, and then lo and behold, I went down the porn route anyway. So it doesn't really matter. It
She's probably watching. She's like, "Hey."
Well, you did the right thing. You probably didn't want them with that content.
Well, at the time, it was sort of. At the time, I was running a business back in Perth, so I had like my face on a like professional meal delivery business. So I was like, I can't, and I was moonlighting as an escort. I was like, I can't really put my face out there too much.
I mean, you could have been like escort that delivers meals. Like
that's not real. I don't think anyone has ever written an erotic novel
that's
about
how
that.
I was dancing.
I mean, that's how you get.
I wouldn't show my
panties.
face.
When you were dancing, you didn't show your face.
I mean, when I was dancing and just doing content and selling it, I wouldn't show my face.
There's a lot of that. There's a lot of dudes who do that now. I've seen that. Like it's a very common thing. Guys who will like wear like a ski mask or just some kind of face covering to do content with mainstream girls.
Oh wow, yeah.
Right. And I feel like it's probably dudes who have like some kind of celebrity status or clout,
or something
that are kind of doing that.
Yeah.
What are some of the and I'm not trying to shame like fans and stuff, but what are some of the more obscure custom video requests that you guys have ever received through your
I mean, people wanted to hate after that No Jumper interview about OBJ or whatever. People want to talk about like scat content, like that's where it's at. That's where the money is.
Oh wait, is that No Jump? Is that show where those
girls were talking about
getting a train run on them? Okay, I know who you're talking about.
And then they were talking about how some player like booked her to like
shit on her chest.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh no, to have her shit on his chest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Dudes love it.
Damn.
So you get a lot of that customer. Yeah. Do you think that is just because you're a big booty girl?
I think.
Or do you think every girl gets that?
I don't know, but I know like skinny girls that make that type of content too.
Okay.
I got poop fans too.
You got poop fans?
Yeah, they like.
I think it's just like the taboo
on a plate.
I don't. I've only had one guy.
You should ask
one
them.
guy.
They'll probably if you just ask them like every OnlyFans send a mass message like, hey, do you guys want to see me?
He wants to see me shit on a plate.
Right. Yeah. I bet you get more than one.
I bet you
get more than one message.
I'm telling you.
God damn it.
Yeah. I get like booger stuff.
If I wouldn't have
wait. You get booger stuff.
Booger stuff?
Yeah, like they want
Like-
to see me like pick my nose.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
See, this is the type of stuff. I'm like,
my fingers, like, yeah.
where does this fantasy come from? I'm not trying to shame people, but I'm just curious as to like
too.
where does the sexual erotic fantasy come from in the first place? Where like someone picking the nose makes you want to jerk off.
I think it's like the you're not supposed to type thing that like turns people on.
I got a fan that likes me to pick in between my toenails and like pretend like it's toe jam, and then like tell them to smell it and eat it like toe jam. Like that's the weirdest shit for me. Like,
god damn. See, the thing that I get a lot in my customs is I get a lot of gay fans wanting me to degrade them using certain
words. Yeah,
words.
Yeah, customs, especially customs.
Customs, customs of that. Okay,
or
so it's not
sounds like a bug before it turns into a fly. Yeah.
Yeah. And they want you to say their
name.
Very, very politically correct.
Yeah.
Thank you for not getting me banned immediately.
No.
But it's good, like, because I talk about this all the time, and people who watch the show have probably heard me say that a bunch of times. So it's good that there is someone else here backing me up, telling me that this is
my gay fans.
This is a common thing for straight male porn stars to get requests
for sure.
Super common.
We have to please them.
Do you get dudes asking for fart fetish stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the time.
All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. I made a compilation.
Yeah.
Fart compilations.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do they sound different? They all have like
they all got different
tones to them.
I can make a song. I could probably make a song.
Like a beat to it?
On the sound.
Oh my god, the soundboard.
I put it on the soundboard. Okay, well, when you've done that, then you send me the MP3 file and I'll add it to my soundboard. It'll just be like Scotty's fart, bang.
It'll be a tune.
I'm so dead.
It's like a minute and something long too.
Call it the Looney Tunes.
And I did it all at her house. I would like, she would be like, why are you going in the bathroom? I'm like, I got to fart. Yeah.
And you get the phone. So did you like record it on your phone?
I'll put the phone on the floor facing up. Yep. And then I'll either squat down or just do it right, or I'll put it on the toilet and just stand over the toilet.
So you get the echo of the bowl too.
Yeah.
That's
they want to see the hole sometimes.
That's production value right there. Getting the echo of the bowl.
That's the acoustics.
Getting all the acoustics.
They
want
to see the cheeks and the
Oh, I know they all want to see the cheek. They all want to see the butt.
I don't mind farting and recording.
I mean, it's like
I feel like sleep farts are like wasted money.
Yeah, it's like
honestly.
Do you feel that? Okay. Do you ever like jerk off without filming it and feel guilty?
Yes, I hate that.
Sometimes.
See, it's different for you because but I'm glad Scotty said yes because I'm the same. It's like every time there's a cum shot and I'm not recording it, it's fucking dollars down the drain, or dollars in like the sock or whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
It's just like
it's a dilemma for me because when I jack off, like I like to come a certain way, but when I film, you have to film it a different way.
Fucking bingo.
It's not the way that I want to come.
Yep, bingo.
I like to watch porn while I'm coming, and then when I'm filming, I can't do it. So I'll have a whole jerk off session and watch porn before I even start filming, but I won't come.
See, this is like this is why I like talking to other male talent because
it works for me.
This is exactly the same as me, and we rarely get the chance to like. I mean, we caught up the other week on set for like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, right.
Because we
never hang out.
Well, like
you never come to bowling, bro.
Well, it's fucking COVID.
Before then, we would. I invite everybody. Right by your house,
right around here.
If I knew you lived out here, I would have been on your ass.
I've only been here since the pandemic.
Oh, okay.
So it's like before I was on the fucking other side of LA, which is like a giant pain in the ass.
This is not work if y'all get paid to fart.
Yeah, look, sorry, King of Kings, that you have to sit at a desk or whatever for like 8 hours. We can just fart into a camera and make basically the same amount of money.
Right.
It is very unfair, but the world isn't fair. So
the world is not fair.
Yeah, it's we don't get to like male talent very very rarely get to like catch up and compare notes like this.
Yeah.
Because we're never really unless it's like a fucking threesome or like a gangbang or a low bang scene, you fucking never chatting with dudes.
Yeah.
I'll chat with the same girls more often than I'll chat with guys.
Yeah.
But even then, like Casey Warner was saying this to me yesterday. Like the girls, pretty much. I mean, you're obviously in a slightly different boat because you don't shoot as much mainstream stuff. But the girls tend to work with like the same. They're fucking the same 20, 30 guys over and over and over again. So I had a thought yesterday, which is like maybe porn chicks are actually technically less slutty than your average Instagram hoe.
Pretty much.
because the porn chicks are literally fucking the same 20, 30 dudes again and again and again. They're very like, I mean, don't get me wrong, they're obviously like branching out.
Yeah, and they have like lives and
here
stuff.
and there, you know. But like Instagram girls, like that No Jumper show, she's going to a hotel room getting a train ran over by like 7 dudes. I know girls in this industry who won't do that. Yeah, you know, they won't do blow bangs or gang bangs. Like they've got fucking limits. But you know, for clout, I'll suck 7 dicks at the same time. Right, it's a totally different kettle of fish. Right. You know, so I feel like sometimes porn girls get like an unfair rap. Totally. And they're completely, and the thing is, you're honest. You don't have to fucking lie. Like, you're not pretending like you're not sucking dick. Yeah. When it's like there's like that's like once you have sex with somebody, it's like, oh, tainted. If you're like mainstream, like normal celebrity, but here it's like, yeah, I fucked him, I fucked her, I fucked him. Like, you know, like, it's not as big a deal. Yeah. You know? So you're telling me when I crop dust in a target that's money of effort, yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. You're just burning money. You're burning money, man. Like, look, just start
that phone out.
Pull that phone out, record it, turn it into a compilation. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, and then send it to me, and I'll add it to my soundboard. It's just simple. I won't pay you for it though. Sorry, that's not my my cup of tea. Right. Trade, you know. Let's change tack very slowly. When you're going out in your everyday life, say you're going. I don't know what you do in everyday life. Like go to the gym, go to the shops, whatever. How often are dudes coming up and hitting on you? Often, but not super often. Like I feel like here in LA, I get hit on more by people like in public than I do at home because I don't really go out. Like I'll go to like work, I'll go like to my family's or hang out with friends and stuff. When I do go out, it's just like to gay bars. So it's like, yes, bitch, you're so fine. Or like yesterday on Hollywood, thighs. Like I was sitting. Someone yelled out thighs. Yeah.
It was like, girl, look at that girl thighs.
Yeah, look at them thighs. Like it was just a gay of cars.
A gay of cars. That's a new that's a collective noun. Collective noun for a bunch of gay men, a gay of cars.
Yeah, but I just like go out to gay clubs mostly. Yeah. Don't really get hit on.
Is that because you don't want to get hit on?
No, it's just like I just like the gay bars. For my best friend, yeah, I like to watch the drag queens and throw money at them, and it's fun.
Stuff money in there.
Yeah, and their little thongs.
Because that's like, I feel like there's a different. Because what happens with girls who are sort of really well-known porn chicks, right? Is a lot of the time they'll get recognized in like people will come up to them in like a celebrity way, not necessarily in like a I'm hitting on a hot chick kind of way. Yeah, because dudes are kind of intimidated by them, really intimidated by them. Yeah, but if only they knew that a lot of porn chicks are complete dorks.
They're so chill.
So, like they like to. Most of them like to just sit at home and snuggle up with their cat, smoke a bong. Watch some Netflix,
play video games and everything.
Play video games, like there's so much of that. But we have this. Someone was saying on set the other day, we have what's called like we have high hotness velocity, where we're complete dorks, and then we get to set and we go from like being like from like 10 to 100 in the space of like for like 2-3 hours, and then we come crashing down again, and we're normal, we're like dorks again.
Yeah, it was happy when I came and I had like no eyelashes, no lipstick, and then I came out of the bathroom. I was like, okay, she's here.
She's ready to go.
Yeah, like she's here. Bad Kitty's here now.
Yeah, I mean, so what made you kind of want to make the transition to shooting like more? Obviously, you were shooting content, but what made you want to shoot like mainstream scenes?
Honestly, I didn't ever think that anybody was going to ask because, I'm not like your typical like porn body. Like I'm 5'10", like I have like a 50-inch ass. I mean, I've got like a small waist. Like,
is that really how wide you're up? 50 inches?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That is fucking
And then like
thick.
a 28-inch waist.
This happy man over here.
I love booty.
So I didn't ever
think... and my friend. Yes, you do. Like, I don't lie. I love the thickness. Yeah, I do not fucking
hide. Big ones in Australia.
Is there?
Yes.
Where are they at?
Well, I never found them.
You never found them?
They're all like where I'm from. They're all like the skinny blonde.
There's some Amazon
beach going
there, man.
Damn, I could never find them. I find the girls out in America tend to be a lot thicker.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, maybe that's just a high fructose corn syrup in all the food, but
it's some New Zealand girls over in Australia. I think those are where the thick ones come from.
The Kiwi, like the Maori chicks, can get it. That's the build. Maori girls are a lot more broader.
They migrating over there
than because all the Australian like 3-4 generation Australians, they're all like,
where's the hot girl? You're funny.
Fuck you, beef stew. They're like 3rd, 4th generation Australians are all like Irish or Greek or Italian like descendants. So they're all like skinny, like typical skinny white girls, you know. I was going to ask something a second ago. You maybe thinking about thick girls. Yeah. So you're saying you don't get booked because like.
I wasn't saying that's not why I got.
Oh, but you didn't think that you would get because you wouldn't fit that sort of stereotype. Yeah. And there is I will agree with that. There is like a certain stereotype. It gets to the point, and I don't know if you find this, that sometimes I feel like I'm fucking the exact same person.
Right.
Like 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Even though I've been booked with 4 completely different girls.
Were they the same?
They all look. There's a certain look.
I think certain companies they book a girl that look a certain way.
They look exactly the fucking same. There's like no.
I didn't think about
captivating
that
feature, you know, and it's like that. Maybe that's why I quite enjoy working with like thicker girls because I get booked as like the stepdad all the time. So it's like my stepdaughter is like she's obviously white. Yeah. But I mean, okay, if I'm stepdad, that doesn't really matter. But it's never happened. Has that happened? And what with Scarlet Scandal once?
I knew it was going to be her.
Scarlet Scandal, yeah, because she's like.
I played her dad a few times.
There you go. There's not that many black chicks who kind of look like they're a stepdaughter teenager kind of age. Yeah. They kind of most of them are sort of around the mid-20s, at least now. Yeah. Like with who would it be? Like Anna Fox. Who's the one I'm thinking of?
Demi
is that what I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't really look like they're teenagers anymore. Yeah. You know. Do you find that like let's something I want to ask you, Scotty? Do you find because I got asked like what's the difference being like a white performer in porn versus being a black male performer in porn in terms of the stuff we get cast for, right? So I obviously get cast as like stepdad and like doctor, lawyer, like whatever, right? Do you find that you only really get cast for BBC stuff? Or are you getting cast? Because I don't know. Obviously, I don't know what stuff you're getting cast for. Or are you getting cast as like stepdad and like?
It's usually stepdad or a salesman or BBC.
Yeah.
What they call it, black cock bully.
Oh, that's another one. Yeah.
That's another. Yeah.
That's another one.
Yeah, it's either that or I'm playing a cheating. Where the wife is cheating on her husband.
Oh, you played a therapist.
Played a therapist too. But it's always mostly stepdad stuff, or the wife is cheating on her husband, or the husband allow her to have the black guy.
Yeah, like a hot wife situation.
Hot wife. Yeah. There we go.
Okay, because I noticed like when I first got out here and I was working. Like when you first sort of get in the industry, you have to go through like the blowbang circuit as a male talent, right? You have to shoot fucking blowbangs. Yep. And they're terrible and they suck and everyone hates them. Everyone.
They're not that bad.
I fucking can't stand them.
I know people that hate them though, but to me, it's a breed. It's so easy.
I mean, it is easy, but like, here's why I don't like it. Because there's always one motherfucker who hasn't washed his dick.
This is my thing.
Always some guy. So when everyone, because all the guys pull their pants down at the same time.
I haven't witnessed that yet.
There's one guy whose dick stinks. Yeah. And you can't fucking tell who it is because his pants are off.
But the girl will be able to tell.
So I'm like,
I never went through that, but what I do hate.
She'll tell. She'll know.
I hate that. It's always that one guy that showboats and he's like in the mix too long and he doesn't want to switch out.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to rotate.
That's a sign of a good male performer.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, is like when you're in a group situation like that, the guys who are like, all right, my time's up.
Yeah, because it's two sides usually, and it's a half circle. So when that guy leaves, you leave too, and then you boom, 2 more,
and you rotate through. Exactly.
People don't really get that concept. It'll still be one guy here, and 2 guys will be transitioning on the other side. And I'm like, bro,
tap out.
I'll tap. I'm not a talker, but I'll tap. Yeah.
You'll tap the dude on the shoulder. Yeah. Sure. Listen, that's the thing I don't like about blowbangs, is because it's literally like I don't like most girls can't as far as long as most girls can't give a good hand job. Mm-hmm. Like I've literally had I could count on one hand, ironically, the number of girls in this industry who can give a good hand job. So it's like in a blow bang, it's like, oh yeah, technically she can service 3 dicks at a time.
The only girls that can do that, when you're in a blow bang, the girls that does this with her hands while she's got 2 dicks, those are the ones that can.
Because she's
like reaching out for your dick.
Yeah. She's
I
keen
want
for
that
it.
many, then I can be like,
Yeah. Those are the girls but every girl doesn't reach. They'll just.
Have you done that? You haven't done a blow bang before.
I've never done a blow bang. I want to do a blow bang.
See, there you go. We're talking about it, and she's already spent it.
Give me the feelings.
Because I was going to say, like, when I noticed early on, like, particularly for dog fart, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dog fart shoots a lot of, like, for whatever metal term, IR stuff.
Blow bangs, yeah.
And blow bangs. I noticed that there was guys working for them all the time that I never really saw anywhere else.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
And do you find that's the case? There's a lot of black dudes who can only really get that, like, who will only get work for a couple of companies because they sort of get pigeonholed.
Yeah.
Into like, because you don't. Here's the thing: you don't dress that sort of stereotype that a lot of companies shoot, like the thug look.
Right.
Right. You wear fucking like bow ties and vests, and you look really nice.
I can switch both roles, but I'm noticing that thug role don't work for me in porn. So it's like,
well, exactly.
That's just not how you are.
And then
that's true.
And then I naturally dress casual.
Like
there's no in between. I'm either hoodies, sweatpants, which can come off thuggish, but I'm either that sweats or I'm jeans, cardigan, button up, bow tie,
dressing up.
I wear a lot of jackets, so yeah, it's no in between. Like
because I find that there's a couple of dudes like that, like in particular like Isaiah Maxwell and Ricky Johnson, who kind of do. It seems to me, at least. I mean, I've only been in the industry for 3 years, so what do I know? But it seems like they kind of broke like a glass ceiling to a degree in terms of being. Because I'm pretty confident that someone told me this, that when Ricky signed for Brazzers, or signed for Mind Geek rather, he was like specifically said, I want to shoot stuff that's not labeled like BBC and not labeled IR.
Yeah.
And he sort of broke.
Good for him.
He sort of broke that glass ceiling, and so he gets cast as like stepdad, blah blah blah, and so does Isaiah. And I think that's sort of kind of like forced a lot of companies to sort of stop pigeonholing guys as like purely a BBC dude, and like they have to shoot interracial fucking POV or whatever.
Right.
You know, now they can be cast as like stepdad or pizza delivery guy or masseuse or therapist or doctor or whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
outside the norm.
Outside the fucking norms.
Yeah.
That's true.
What I was gonna ask? I really wish you could name. I don't want to get sued, but I really wish you could fucking name names about the blue check marks that are sliding. It's my fucking favorite thing because, like, Instagram is this weird thing where like the whole world has kind of changed because of Instagram. Because what happened, like, before fucking Instagram was around, right? A guy in like LA couldn't like hit on a girl in Chicago. You know what I mean?
I mean, MySpace kind of.
Yeah, but not really.
Like, not
not in the way that Instagram does.
Yeah, no, not like that instant.
Yeah, it's not just like you can instantly DM someone, but you've also got a way of like showing clout. You've got a way of showing like, hey, I'm the shit. Here's the proof.
Yeah.
In my Instagram feed, and then you can hit someone up on the other side of the fucking world. Like, because I get it. I get girls from fucking Australia now that I'm not living in Australia. I get these girls from Australia like sliding in my DMs who are like small time. I mean, you know, like they're sex workers who have joined the industry after I joined the industry, and they're like, oh, it's the dude from Australia, and they'll slide in my DMs and be like, oh, we'd love to shoot content with you. Well, fucking good luck. I'm on the other side of the planet.
That's great.
But it's like that is a bizarre situation from. You know, because you're a bit older than me. I'm 33. What are you?
37.
Yeah, okay. So fuck, you don't look it. God damn it. I get cast all the time. I get fucking cast as Robbie Echo.
Yeah.
So Robbie Echo and me are the exact same age.
Really?
And I keep getting cast as his dad.
That's crazy.
I've played his dad like 3 times.
He looked young though.
He does look young. It's probably because he just eats.
I didn't know he was even 33.
Yeah, same age as me. He just eats vegetables all day. That's why he looks like he's fucking 18. Bastard.
The dancing kept me young.
You think that's why? Huh.
I think so.
Yeah.
And that melanin helps too.
Yeah.
Well, they say black don't crack.
Black don't crack.
Right.
Yeah.
What is your?
And I've never done drugs before. Yeah.
Yes.
Your part, like I would say, like I'm gonna say something like from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Fucking nailed
He
it.
was on it. I didn't even guess that.
Well, it's like I don't know why something in your face that says somewhere from the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because my dad's from Jamaica, so like the Arawak Indians were there, and so that kind of mixed things up. But so my dad has like a very like sleek, like streamlined kind of face, like super high cheekbones, like almond eyes. It's like actually a really weird looking dude, but like
don't tell him that.
Right, I'm hearing knows. And then like my mom's just like white, like Norwegian, Canadian, German, bunch of white stuff.
Yeah. Which makes you mocker.
Oh my gosh, no, it's so funny. So I remember being like 8 years old driving through like the jungle in Jamaica to go like see some family. And there was like a school that was there, and the school ran out, and my mom was like, we're in the car, and the camera was like, hey, white stuff. It was just really funny.
Hey, white stuff.
Oh, hey, white stuff. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, because they're out there like deep in the cut, and it's not
very common to see a white person.
It's a black country,
Yeah,
so it's like
like real black.
Yeah.
Like
so it's like going out to the sticks and seeing like a unicorn and be like, whoa.
That's what that's kind of what I felt when I've been to South Korea a couple of times. I had that exact same experience.
It's a celebrity experience almost.
Like there's a few white people in South Korea because there's lots of English teachers there.
Yeah.
But I remember like once I was just hanging out in this some like tourist attraction park or something, and it was a bunch of like school kids walking through on like a excursion.
Yeah.
And all of them just stopped and pointed at me, like, and were like, and the teacher was playing along with it. I can't remember what they were saying. They were saying something like white person, and like the teacher was like, yes, white person.
I'm like, and now go home and write a 3-page letter about
you saw this Australian guy. Fucking bizarre scenario we put ourselves in. All right, well, let's we're gonna wrap it up there.
We got things to do.
So, well, we have one particular thing to do. Mm-hmm. For everyone who is watching, make sure you smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you are not already subscribed to the channel. Where can everyone find you guys? What's the best place to find you?
So you can find me, and I think I actually have it on my Bad Kitty. So at badkitty.com.
There you go.
Yeah.
That was easy.
Thanks, right?
That was very convenient that you had. Bam. Thank God you didn't get a nipple out.
No, they're secure.
How about you, Scotty?
Mr. Scotty PTV _ on Twitter. Same on Instagram too.
Mr. Scotty PTV.
Mr. Scotty PTV _.
And your Twitter and your Insta
is Bad Kitty. So just like one time for the one time with an underscore for Twitter, and then that's me.
Boom. There you go. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in. Thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.